Good morning, class. Have you ever wondered what different types of jobs there are in the animal medicine field? Today, I will be going over a few of the jobs in the animal hospital and what each of the job entails. If you are interested in a job in the animal medicine field, this can help you with your future job decision making. I have been a veterinary assistant for a little bit over a year now, which is where I learned what each of these jobs does on the day-to-day basis. I will be going over 3 different job positions. First, I will start by going over what the veterinary assistant does on a typical day. Then, I will go over what the veterinary assistant does on the typical day. And finally, I will conclude by going over what the doctor of veterinary medicine does in an animal hospital on the typical day as well. Now, let's begin. I will start by going over what the veterinary assistant will do. Amy Gomez, an assistant at my animal hospital for a little over 5 years, says that most people she's met assume that veterinary assistants are typically just cleaning all day and that's it, but that is just not true. Assistants are hired to assist techs and doctors with many procedures as well as cleaning. So they will clean up the hospital, they will do laundry, as well as cleaning the treatment room and making sure everything is organized so that the doctor and technician can do their jobs efficiently and quickly. This also includes stocking the treatment room and pharmacy room, filling prescriptions for dogs, and writing up the labels, just like I showed in my last speech. This can also include assisting technicians in different procedures as well. Sometimes it will help technicians by flanking the dog or cat for nail trims, as well as holding dogs or cats in the certain position needed for drawing blood or for drawing urine samples. This also includes holding cats and dogs for wound care, cradling the dog in a certain position for anal gland expression, and assistants also that are more experienced and cleared to do so can assist techs in many other difficult procedures, such as assisting in dental, where they will monitor the pets while they're under the anesthesia by making sure that their heart rate's okay, that their oxygen level is okay, and that their respiration is also okay as well. This can also include helping the technicians by taking x-rays and also by helping run the blood and urine samples on the labs. As well as helping techs in cleaning the hospital, they have to assist doctors throughout the day. Techs sometimes assist the doctors as well, but assistants will help the doctors by holding the pets while the doctor examines the patient and making sure that the pet is held in a safe way so that the pet cannot bite you or the doctor. This also includes calling patients' owners for the doctor with answers to their questions as well as their lab results. And for more experienced assistants or for hired surgery assistants, they can assist doctors in surgery. According to Hannah Bernardino, a surgical assistant at my animal hospital, on a typical day, a surgical assistant will monitor pets under anesthesia as well as intubate and extubate the patients for surgery, as well as recovering the patients while waking up from the anesthesia, and also more cleaning duties such as cleaning the surgery room and cleaning the instruments after the surgery, and as well as making sure that everything is ready for the doctor, such as the packs, which are made specifically for each different type of surgery with the specific instruments and towels and drapes needed. And then they have to be sterilized as well, so they will have to use what's called an autoclave to clean all of the instruments and things needed for the doctor. Surgical assistants will also clean and prep the surgical areas for the doctor. Now that we've gone over what the veterinary assistant does on a typical day, I will go over what the veterinary technician does. Veterinary technicians have the most hands-on job in the animal hospital. They do most of the procedures that include poking the dogs with needles and all the scary stuff, but veterinary technicians do many procedures such as drawing the blood and urine, taking the x-rays, as well as doing the dental cleanings while the dogs are under anesthesia, as well as running the labs and blood if there are no assistants to help you with it, and also calling the doctor's patient's owners for questions answered if the doctor cannot get to the phone. Now that we've gone over what the veterinary assistant and the veterinary technician do on a typical day, I will conclude by going over what a doctor of veterinary medicine does. Doctors on the typical day will see many patients, about 20 to 30 patients throughout a day, and they will examine them and prescribe them the correct medications needed to help heal them. Other than doing this, they also have to call owners after work and answer all the questions. They have to make sure the hospital is running smoothly and that everyone is doing their job correctly. And also, they will have to order labs and perform surgery as well. I have gone over the jobs of a veterinary assistant, of a veterinary technician, and of the doctor of veterinary medicine. For those of you who are interested in the veterinary medicine field, this should have helped you have a better insight on what job you might want in the future. Thank you and have a great day.